Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Matt, here, and welcome to a brand new Matt movie here on the Matt's Movies channel. So, in this video, we're going to be doing our second part of our 5th mock marathon, and this time it's going to be Nathan's project.
Yeah, so we have fantastic beasts here, as you can tell from that. And I built a bunch of beasts and their habitats, and altogether it's the inside of Newt's suitcase. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So here we have it. It's pretty big. And, yeah, as you can see, there's all the beasts and all the habitats and stuff. And, yeah, let's just start showing you. So to start off over here, we have an Obscurus. Specifically, it's Credence's Obscurus. So I use this big gyrosphere piece right here, and all this is supposed to be black, but Matt doesn't have the pieces in black. And you can see here's Grindelwald, Graves, or Credence, and Graves right there. See, and they have their wands. So we have Credence and his Obscurio, and this is a little fun thing. There. You know, Credence is inside it. Ha, so funny. Okay, anyways, next we have this Kelpie, which we saw was in the second movie, or at least we thought it was a Kelpie. And then, yeah, you can see I put all these grilled tiles here, kind of look like kelp all over him. And a Kelpie is basically like a seahorse sort of thing, with kelp all over it. And he has like a bushy part back here, his tail coming out the back, like that. Then it has the mouth, and it can open like that, out wide, and goes up. And I really like the shape that I was able to achieve with this, and it just has pretty small, simple feet, like that. And they have 2 joints on them. I like this. I like how it turned out. So next, over here, we have a Graphorn, and we have like sort of the mountains. So here's a Graphorn and a baby Graphorn. So first of all, see the baby Graphorn has like the tiny horns up there, then like that to cover over the top of its eye, like the tentacle things under its mouth over there. We have all 4 of its feet down here, and then the tail and the big like hump sort of arch over its back like that. And we put this back, and we have the adult, the Graphorn. And I really like how this turned out. We have like little tentacle stuff here, and one of them broke off. Hold on. Right there. And then we have this part in here, which is also part of the tentacle thing. And we have his eyes, which open up, and they're not supposed to, but they do. Then we have 3 horns at the top there, and these 2 horns coming out the front. They're supposed to actually be on the side, but I didn't find a way to do that, so I just put it out the front like this. Then here we have its tail, which is pretty posable. It moves on 2 joints. It can also spin around like that. Oh, oops. Okay, I'm not going to spin it around. I took inspiration from the feet, like how they move off of Buckbeak from LEGO Dimensions, because I really liked that, and I thought it would work pretty well with my Graphorn. So yeah, I did something like that, as you can see with the feet. And then, for the Graphorn's habitat, we got 2 mountains over here, and they're pretty just basic mountains. Just a bunch of curves and arcs and stuff. Put like a Graphorn on top of it if you want. And then we have a baby Graphorn on the bottom, on the little one. And if you're wondering, this right here is Graphorn poop. So yeah, I thought I'd include some beast poop. But yeah, they did that in the actual set for Fantastic Beasts inside Newt's suitcase. So I just thought I'd include that in this too. And so set this back up. And this is the thing, like a stand sort of thing for the Fwooper. And so here's the Fwooper sitting there. And then this is like where it's like perched on top, I guess. And then we have its thing. This is holding it from the ground. I don't think there's actually anything holding it from the ground in the actual thing, but I can't make it levitate. I don't actually have magic, unlike some people. Newt Scamander and Harry Potter. Yeah, here's the Fwooper over here. I struggled making it how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have a really big head. I couldn't find a way to do that and still keep it at like a small scale. So I just did it like this. I think it looks pretty good. So, now, let's move on. So, let's bring it over to this habitat right here. So I'll move everything out of here. Frank the Thunderbird is. So here, so I'll just take out. Yeah, you can. And then, so here, as you see, these are what all the Walter Ethan habitats look like. Pretty simple, and they're all basically the same. I made some of these like tower sort of rock formation things. It's one on each side of him. And then here we have Frank the Thunderbird. I really like how he turned out. You can see there, he has the feet, and he has all 3 pairs of wings. And he has like the tail, and I like how the tail turned out. I think it's pretty good. And then we have his rock that he sits on there, and 2 bowls beside it. You see there, that's the food containers. And also in this habitat we have the Niffler, which I actually made a smaller version. And I know they did make a Niffler piece, but we couldn't use that because he doesn't have that. Here we have a Billywig and another Billywig, and they have faces on them. They're really funny faces, but I wanted to use that headpiece, and I just couldn't find a blank one. And the steering wheel thing at the top of its head is supposed to be its wings. If you didn't know what a Billywig is, it has wings on top of its head, and that's how it flies. So now, close off that, we'll move on to this habitat. So this is where like the Okami is. We have the Bokuckle tree over here. I made 4 different Bokuckles, which I'll show you in a bit. But here we have all of the different grass sort of elements, and we have a giant Okami. And I love how I ended up building this. It looks pretty good. Has the wings here, the beak, and it's like a snake sort of thing, because the Okami is. And then over here we have the nest where the baby Okamis are. We have 2 baby Okamis and 2 eggs. The eggs also have faces on them because I used minifigure heads. See? Face. And then baby Okami. And I tried to make the wings. I was going to make it a 1x3, but I felt like that looked too big. And then here we have this. I have no idea what it is, but I saw it in the movie, so I just put it there. Over here we have the Bokuckle tree. I actually made 4 Bokuckles. And first, this one right here. It's just supposed to be a random Bokuckle. Those are its legs, and that's like its body there. And this one's supposed to be Picket. You can see his legs on the front there. His leaves coming out the top of the head. And yeah, he looks pretty cool. And next we have another Bokuckle, which has really wide legs and like a rounded top without any leaves at the top. And then we have another Bokuckle. Whoops. And these Bokuckles aren't really based off of any Bokuckles from the movie, it's more just random. We have this one, like his arms coming out the side there, and he has like 2 legs. And yeah, pretty slim, just like Bokuckles are. And here's the tree itself. And I like how this turned out. It spins. Whoops. It's supposed to spin, but it just fell off. Well, it's not supposed to spin, but it does. And it has all these branches coming out where you can put Bokuckles on. And then we have a whole bunch of grass here as I showed before. And it's like a little floating island thing right here. There's 2 of them inside Newt's suitcase, which I saw. And yeah, there's islands that are floating. So if you take off that piece, it's supposed to be like floating like that. I had to make it stand on something, so I just put that there. And I don't like making trees, that's why the tree doesn't look so good. Okay, now let's close off this habitat here. And we'll move over to the center. So I'll just take this out, take that. And this is actually not the main house sort of thing where Newt goes inside. This is more of where if in the deleted scene he goes inside here, he goes into this cave over on the back here. In that cave you don't actually see when you go inside Newt's suitcase, but you only see it when you go inside this house thing. And then so I just put it there so that you can actually like walk through it and then go into this cave. And you can see like we have the baby room spore here. He was just hanging from the ceiling. He has 3 heads. Then we have the big adult room spore over. I'll bring over and show. So this is the rune spore. It's a 3-head snake. I think it turned out pretty good. It was hard to get a whole bunch of body pieces. I don't think I got enough, but I think it looks pretty good. It has lots of articulation on the heads. I think it looks pretty good. Then we just have a bunch of rocks over here in the cave beside the rune spore. And then here's our next floating island. It's basically just a bigger version of that last one that I showed. It was a horrible tree again because I don't like making trees. And then I'll take out this. You can see the cave. And I think it looks pretty good. It has like a bunch of holes in the wall and stuff, as you can see there. I'll just take this out so that we could review the rest of it. And then next we could show the Nundu, the habitat where the Nundu is. So first I'll take out the Nundu. Here is the Nundu. It has like the lion head over there, like the big sort of mane that puffs up, and then all four of its legs with the tail at the back there. Let's put that back on. And this is just a sort of simple rock formation, and it has like grass on the top that the Nundu goes on top of, and he fell. And here's some Nundu poop. And we have some deery crawl. Here's the adult one over here. Like the legs and the tail and everything, the wings, and some baby deery crawls. 3 of them. There. And then here we have some of the flying beasts. First off, I'll show you the first one. These 3 are flying in the air. We have a doxy, or a grindalo, a glowbug, and a doxy. And then here we have another glowbug, another grindalo, and another doxy. There, you can see. And we have another glowbug, another grindalo, and this time there's some other beast that I just saw. I don't know what the name of it is. It might just be a glowbug. I just spelled it differently just in case. And what I didn't show you here is an ashwinder. We didn't actually see it in the movie. We saw its egg, which is right here. So I just decided to make it because I was kind of bored. And then here we have the main house sort of thing. Inside we have a whole bunch of stuff and shelves. And yeah, it's pretty good. Put the roof back on and actually put the suitcase on top of it. We have a whole bunch of food, if you can see over there. We have one of the giant dung beetles rolling some dung. And I really like how my swooping evil turned out. It looks pretty good. Then we have over here the sort of savanna habitat sort of thing. We have some two trees over here, which we could take out for now just to show the rest. Now we have an erupment here, a demiguise, and here's the erupment, so you can see. And I like how it turned out. I think it's pretty good. We have a murtlap. It looks nice. We have a whole bunch of grass here again, and we have some erupment poop. And then over here, this is more like where all the new stuff are. So we have 2 of these wall sort of things. They just have a bunch of tools in them. We have like a wheelbarrow where you put stuff in, and a whole bunch more food here, and just some stuff on the shelf there. And finishing up, we have over here is way more food, as you can see. We have Newt here carrying a Marmite, which is like that tentacle glowing thing. We have this thing, which has string wrapped around it normally, and this thing, which I don't know what it is. We have this with it's like blue. I also don't know what this is, and this is just like the pathway that leads up to here. This is actually supposed to be on top of another hill, but I didn't really want to make that whole sort of thing, so I just left it on the ground. This is just like a mountain. You can see Jacob here throwing some food to the moon calves, and these are moon calves if you didn't know. And this is just a tree on top of the mountain. And yeah, I think that's about it for my project and reviewing it. So yeah. So quickly before we end the video, I forgot to show this is the Obscurus. It's in that Arctic habitat that you saw in the Fantastic Beasts movie that Jacob accidentally comes across. So yeah, it's just that. It's just that piece there, connected to my keys, and there.
Alright, so anyways, with that in mind, there you guys have it. That is our second part of our 5th mock marathon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know, what did you think of his project? I thought it was really good, but let me know what you think.
And stay tuned for the next one, because it's going to be coming soon.
It's going to be the final part, and it's going to be my project.
Which you'll find out when the video comes.
But yeah, so with that in mind, guys, peace out, and see you later.